It is 23 minutes just before we reach the hour of 4 p.m. And I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Glen Drive with myself, Elvis Molefi Molf. And of course, I'm your host from Monday to Friday, holding it down up until the hour of 6 p.m. And as I promised, I'm now speaking to the head of marketing, head of destination marketing for Gauteng Tourism, and we want to just jump in a little bit on that event that, of course, took place yesterday, which I understand that it's a launch basically for which is a partnership basically between Gauteng Tourism as well as the organization founded by TT Mba. So our guest is going to be taking us through that event and also what really happened there. As members of Soweto, we want to actually understand a little bit more on that. I have on the line, obviously, Mr. Barba Gaoganediwe. And am I pronouncing your surname right, sir?
Yeah, you got it right. Gaoganediwe. It means whatever I say goes.
Aha. Okay. I'm joined on the line by head of destination marketing for Gauteng Tourism, Mr. Barba Gaoganediwe. And we're speaking about that event that took place yesterday regarding the Golf Caddies Tourism Training Program in Soweto. And Mr. Gaoganediwe, we want to just understand a little bit because we got information basically on the socials there and there, but we don't have the full scope and the full insight of what really took place there and what is the program about. Do you care just sharing a bit about that?
No, definitely. We are quite excited to be part of this groundbreaking initiative. As the Gauteng Tourism Authority, working together with our partners, the Soweto Country Club, the Chitimba, Caddies Golf Day. Last year at the height of COVID, when caddies and the stakeholders in many golf courses couldn't work, TT decided to host a benefit golf day for the caddies. And unfortunately, it was disrupted and we had to mobilize all the other partners and we were able to host it again. At that event, we based the project of enhancing the social skills, enhancing entrepreneurial skills of our caddies, starting with the caddies at the Soweto Country Club, the only golf course that is found in a township in Africa. So we are quite excited that this initiative finally has kick-started. Yesterday we had the first intake of 40 caddies in the Soweto Country Club undergoing the initial program of socializing them into key modules around financial literacy, financial management, around social skills, and tourist and tour guide provisioning. So we believe that caddies plays a crucial role in guiding golfers, both amateurs and professionals, on a golf course.
Yeah.
They are an integral part of the golfing system, which we are proud in Gauteng that we have among the best in the world. But they are the least that have been taken care of. So if we improve their skills, their social interaction skills, and we train them to be able to guide players on what next is available. Imagine if a caddy carries for you at the Soweto Country Club and they don't know anything about the Walter Sisulu Memorial, the Cape Town Memorial Square, and many other attractions in Soweto. That's a lost opportunity. So if we train them, we empower them, we're not just helping them as caddies, we're enhancing their social skills, and some of them might look at this as an entrepreneurial opportunity, and it will change their lives for the better.
Yeah. I mean, you speak about financial literacy and also other skills, of course, that you guys will be equipping the cohort with. I'm fascinated to find out whether or not this is a short or rather once-off, campaign, or how long is it gonna take, and like the duration of it in detail.
This is a program. It's not even a campaign. It's a program. A campaign has a start and an end. This is a program that we kick-started with the actual orientation training yesterday. Today, the caddies are having their annual Titimba Caddies Day. As I'm speaking to you live from the Soweto Country Club, where the caddies are competing for the prestigious prizes, a first of its kind again. So the program will include dedicated content development with accredited training bodies and partners like the cat seaters, the sports seaters. We will be looking at other golf courses across the province of Gauteng to build in this cohort of new caddies that are not just caddies, but they are information providers, they are tourist guides, but also in their own personal spaces, they can enhance their lives. So they will be enrolled into specific modules during Mondays when they are not busy. They will be attending specific classes, and this program finally will be accredited by some of our leading training institutions. So it's a protected program, quite focused, dedicated, first of its kind, and we hope ultimately, once we have cemented it and nurtured it in Gauteng, it will be able to grow to the rest of the country, because we think this is fantastic, this is fabulous, and the rest of the country deserves to have something like this. But as we always say, it starts in Gauteng, and we understand the role that we play as a golden province in shaping growth and prosperity around the country. Because if Gauteng doesn't make any move, the rest of the country will never grow.
Yeah. I mean, I see one of your partners as well is the Nedbank. And I'm already wondering, because there are a couple of, organizations, obviously, or other initiatives that are, partnering in this program, including the Titimba Caddies Golf Day. We're looking at, South African Tourist Guide Association. But tell us more about the role of, Nedbank as a bank, participating in this kind of, initiative, because we understand, when it comes to banks, they play a major role in our economy, in our country, and they hold a bigger position actually with regards to, at the operations, the financial operations of the country at large. So maybe take us through like the role of Nedbank as the partner there.
Absolutely, they are not just a green bank in colloquial marketing classics, but they are really rooted in what is called triple bottom line around sustainability. So they became a natural fit. They are also a partner to one of the country's biggest golf tournaments in Sun City, the Nedbank tournament in Sun City. So them involved in golfing is no-brainer. But they play a crucial role in helping in financial literacy. One of the things that they spearheaded yesterday was to make sure that these caddies have bank accounts. They had helped caddies that didn't have bank accounts, and they were able to communicate and share information about some of the low-entry accounts that they have to dispel the need that this is a bank for those high LSM and those that have. But they actually have accounts that you don't pay any major interest if you are not transacting, and that came in very handy for some of these caddies, but they were very rooted in sharing information about financial management, financial literacy, but also some of the opportunities in their packages around funeral cover, life planning, and the like. And all of these are crucial information in shaping and reshaping the approach to life by some of our caddies. As we know, some rely on tips, and that money comes from the hand direct to the mouth. There's no major planning that happens. So through partners like Nedbank, the Gauteng Enterprise Propeller, which is an SMME growth facility in the Gauteng provincial government, we're definitely sure we are in the right path. These will go a long way, but also help in sustaining this program, make sure that it doesn't become a one-hit wonder. It becomes a protected program like you have indicated. So we're quite excited, and with the plans that we have with Nedbank and some of our partners, we're definitely sure that this will grow and this will become a model for the rest of the country.
This is lovely. And I'm already thinking as the Gauteng Tourism, agency, or rather, a stakeholder. You are responsible basically, for the entire province. And in looking at this initiative being the one that is specifically focusing on, Soweto, Cardi's Golf Day, and also just the members of the community around Pimville and Kliptown. But I'm just wondering, for other places around the province, is there gonna be another initiative that, of course, or an extension of this, maybe extended to other communities, townships, perhaps maybe in Pretoria, in Ekurhuleni, in anywhere? I just want to find out maybe if there is a possibility of or something in the pipeline of extending this program to reach other people in the province.
Definitely. I can assure your listeners that this is a provincial program. So the province is made up of 5 regions. So we will definitely be in Ekurhuleni, will be in Tshwane, will be in Sedibeng, and as we have started in Johannesburg. It just happens that the country club is in a township, and we are unapologetic about us supporting and driving township economy and supporting projects that are aligned to the Gauteng Township Economic Development Act. So it became a natural fit that we start in Soweto. We will be looking at those golf courses that might be in affluent areas but very close to the township, so that we are able to link some of our special zones into our township. So we will definitely be rolling it out, working with the Caddies Association and other partners. Once we are done with Gauteng and having this Soweto as a flagship, we will be interfacing with the other provinces. Like South Africa is one country, so we don't want isolated pockets of excellence when the rest of the country is not at the desired stage. So this project is aimed at creating that. I need to indicate that also this is part of improving visitor services and quality offerings. We're coming back from 24 months of COVID with literally no income. People in the sector that have been trained over years. Others, unfortunately, have passed on. Others have moved into other sectors. Others have went and joined the call center industry. So we have lost a lot of people. So this retraining and reskilling is part of an ongoing program, not just for caddies, but for waiters, for those that are in our tea clubs, restaurants, and specific places. Now, with the COVID protocols and health regulations, people and establishments are required to provide specific services guided by health regulations. So we need to be empowering, training those that provide this service to understand these regulations. So this is part of a bigger program of improving provision of services in our establishment, so that when visitors, locals, golfers come and play at these country clubs, they are not just here about golf, but they are also interacting with quality visitor experience, so that they are able to recommend their families and friends and visitors to come and enjoy what they have experienced. So this is part of a bigger picture to enhance quality offerings and visitor experience as we strive to maintain our position as Africa's premier pleasure destination.
Lovely. Okay, great stuff. Thank you so much, Mr. Barba. Just for people maybe perhaps in the near future, when you guys launch these kind of programs, how do they get to know about them? What is the communication plan, and also which platforms can they perhaps maybe find out more information about this kind of initiatives?
They can follow us at Visit Gauteng on both Twitter and Instagram. We are at I Love Gauteng on Facebook. We are also on LinkedIn. Those that are in organized formations and structures, they can also interact as the Gauteng Tourism Authority on LinkedIn. Those that want to communicate with us directly, they can send info@gauteng.net. We are also at www.gauteng.net. #Visit Gauteng. At #GP Lifestyle. Right now we are rolling out what we call spring to summer domestic tourism drives aligned to the short left travel weeks. So we're encouraging people to go out, look for short left deals, similar to Black Fridays, where we buy in bulk and consume later, because we understand that people might not have the time, but if they book now, they pay, they were able to travel later and travel wisely. So these are some of the campaigns. If you follow us on these social media channels, you'll be able to interact with and make a decision about becoming a tourist, one in your backyard, but also knowing more about your country. After all, it's our country, we need to enjoy it.
Ah, lovely. Mr. Barba Gaoganediwe, Head of Destination Marketing, Gauteng Tourism, speaking to me, of course, about the program that kickstarted yesterday. It is, of course, right now 8 minutes before 4 o'clock, and thank you so much for tuning in to Glen Drive. If you want to follow up on that conversation, we will be having it, of course, on our podcast, and you might want to check in there for more information right here on Glen